You don't have to travel very far to find a world-class zoological center. In fact, it's right over in Memphis. The Memphis Zoo is now over a century old. And as Ken Wilshire discovered, it's growing more than ever as a wildly interesting attraction.
One child and 3 adults.
A family outing to the zoo is always a fun, fascinating experience, especially for the kids. And the Memphis Zoo offers a world of up-close and personal encounters inside this amazing urban animal kingdom.
Whoa! He's getting closer! Whoa!
These grizzly bears are just a pane of glass away at their snack time, and rather than fear, they put smiles on lots of children's faces.
Marty from there!
But these grizzlies are just some of the many species of animals that have found a home at the zoo's new Teton Trek exhibit.
Well, this exhibit is amazing. You can get really up close to the grizzly bears. We got the glass viewing window, and every day the bears get fed up against there, so they're right up against the glass. You can have, your hand up there with them right next to you.
Splash! Good!
Zookeeper Karen Warda says the Teton Range in the Rocky Mountains contains a uniquely pristine and extremely diverse ecological system. Most lived in the Tetons during prehistoric times, and now you can see them right here at the Memphis Zoo.
This exhibit is just so big. The bears can frolic, they run, they have that wonderful river and pool. Peak loves to just sit in the river, and you'll see him grabbing his toes and playing with them. I mean, the whole exhibit is just amazing.
And you're trying to emulate what the ecosystem in the Teton Range is.
Yes, all these animals will be found in Teton and Yellowstone. And through the exhibit, they can actually see each other, and they know what's going on with each other.
And even the snow-white trumpeter swans can take a gander at the huge 7-foot grizzlies as these omnivores watch the wolves next door stalking the elk through the fence. Meanwhile, visitors have a mountaintop view of it all from the boardwalk above.
It gives people the chance to step out of the city life right here in the middle of Memphis and step out into, the wilderness of the Tetons.
Abby Dane is the zoo's spokesperson. She says Teton Trek is just another enhancement to the continuing expansion of the Memphis Zoo.
The thing that they love most is just being able to see the animals in such a natural environment. There aren't many zoos that have reached a level of being able to create such a naturalistic environment. It's so very important, not only for the animals, but also for the care that our keepers are able to give to the animals and the visitors being able to interact with them. Our mission statement is connecting people with wildlife, and it's a great way to do it in an exhibit like this.
And to add a true Yellowstone feel to Teton Trek, there's the rustic Grand Lodge that not only offers an escape from the elements, but so much more.
The Grand Teton Lodge that we have here at Teton Trek, the idea is really to mimic the look of the Old Faithful Inn. If you ever get a chance to visit there, it really does, with some of the architectural features, like the columns and the geyser out front. The geyser shoots 30 feet in the air, so it's really meant to mimic Old Faithful. This has been an awesome addition to the zoo from many standpoints. It's a great place for visitors to take a rest on a hot day or a cold day even, but it's also great for private events. We have a lot of events that take place in this lodge, and anything from weddings, receptions, to also proms for high schoolers. On the wall, we have some touch screens available so people can interact, especially kids love it, to interact with those screens to get information about the exhibit and also the animals. And upstairs, there's a wolf video so people can sit and watch a small film about the wolves that we have in our exhibit and kind of learning more about what goes on with them in the wild. And so it's not just about seeing the animals in the exhibit, but learning what's going on in their natural habitats as well.
Keep yourself pretty warm in here with that size fireplace.
That's right. This is a great place to stop in the winter.
Since its humble beginnings in 1906, the Memphis Zoo has been an integral part of the city's history. Today, it continues to attract visitors from all over and ranks as one of the nation's best zoos, especially after major renovations began in 1993 with the opening of Cat Country.
That's an open air grass, much more naturalistic exhibit. So after that, we opened Primate Canyon, which was a more naturalistic environment for all of our primates, apes, monkeys, that kind of thing. Then China, which is a huge deal for the Memphis Zoo. There are only 3 other zoos in the country that house giant pandas. So 4 zoos in the country, and we're one of them that house these giant pandas. We have a pair named Yaya and Lala. So that's really an international symbol for us, really puts us on the map as far as zoos are concerned.
They also added Northwest Passage for polar bears and sea lions, along with upgrades everywhere. And they have many more exciting new exhibits planned for the future. It's one place right in the middle of Memphis where anyone can come, leave their city lives at the gates, and everyone can experience a unique harmony in nature.
Having a zoo like this, especially in Memphis, I think has been a huge positive asset to our city. Not only from the economic standpoint with tourism and things like that, but for a place to be viewed really as an outdoor classroom. We have a huge industry of schools that will come to the zoo for their field trips, and when they use that time to leave the classroom and apply what they've learned within our zoo, you can't beat that. You can't put a price tag on how excellent it is for a child to be able to come to the zoo and not only interacting with their fellow students, but also coming with their family on the weekends.